mean, last night I went through prep after prep. The only thing I didn't do was make a list. And I said to myself, just do a checklist, because you know what it's like. You think you got it covered. And so this morning, got up, went, loaded the bikes first. And yesterday it was a bit of a squeeze. So my first thing was make sure the bikes are, comfortable. Maybe leaving the wheels was an energy booster. The worst comes to the worst, we'll just have to do the ride on our back wheels. Here we go.
Okay, so Ian, how do you recommend not just how I track this process, but how everyone should track their weight loss journey without becoming too neurotic?
Yeah, okay. Just feel the vibe, man.
For the typical patient who comes to you with overall good health, but not feeling quite right, maybe putting on a bit of weight, not feeling so healthy, the typical test that we do is we'll check the full blood count, which is looking at the cells in the blood. We'd look at the mineral composition, such as iron, vitamin D, vitamin B12. If those are abnormal, the patients don't feel so good. Then we look at the liver function, which gives us a clue to overall gut health as well. We look at the thyroid function. We look at the sugar control. We use the way you're feeling and the way you feel about your body and the way you feel about your state of mind and your levels of stress as a key measure. So I've just done the consultation, my first consultation with Stacey, and that would include taking a history, which is really listening to what her main concerns would be. And I've also sent her off for some tests, and we also did some tests in our offices. We tested your cholesterols, and this is amazing. Your cholesterols are really good. Well done. We then looked at your sugar control. So that's perfect. So is your instantaneous sugar, which means the sugar levels the second they tested it. That's also perfect. But when we look at your insulin level, your insulin level was running high. It has come down, but not all the way down to perfection, which indicates a couple of things. Firstly, it may indicate that you're pre-diabetic. Now, we don't know how long it will be before you get diabetic. But what we will know, if you neglect your health, you will become diabetic. We just don't know how long. So the main things, if I were to prioritize this, we got to prevent you becoming diabetic. We got to sort out your gut health, and we're going to sort out your stress. So I expect that Stacey's test may reveal that a thyroid is underfunctioning, insulin may be a bit raised, and a cortisol response may be suboptimal.
Why is detoxing so important?
Detoxing is a vital aspect of the human physiology. So it's an important consideration in any health intervention at all, really. It's not, people tend to frame it up as this kind of, this process, but actually it's part of our physiology. Our liver is our main organ of detox, but actually you also detox in every other organ system in the body, so we're doing it anyway. It's about trying to optimize it, and it's trying to just up the ability for the body to clear out stuff that it doesn't really want to hang on to. For Stacey, there's a couple of aspects I was trying to work on. So one is health. It's like working with an athlete, health and performance, but in this case performance was more akin to, working towards the body shape that she was aiming for. But if we've done our job correctly, Stacey has slowly made some changes, like more, I remember a big one was she was eating out too much or relying on home deliveries. So, more cooking from scratch, sourcing the organic stuff where you could actually, in places you can ask the retailers, oh, which farmer does this come from? Tell me about the farm, and stuff like that. Going right to root is really, really key for me.
As it stands, we have people, we have race numbers, we have food and water and supplements. We don't have wheels for the bikes. And so we've gotten an Uber to pick up the wheels. But it's like, the Uber's only going to get you like, probably, what is it, 12 minutes before the actual race start. So we really are cutting it super fine.
Ta-da! They are.
There we go. There we go.
Cool. Let's go. Yeah, we're riding for the Brainchild Fund, which is an organization that helps raise funds for families with special needs children. We're not in the kit because there were some logistical issues, so but yeah, why are you doing this one?
Well, my daughter Loden inspired me,
Yeah.
and that's how I came to know about the Brainchild Fund. And so, yeah, that's the main reason I'm here today. She's given my life purpose, and that's why this race has given me purpose as well.
Last words.
Enjoy the ride. That's all we gotta do.
Welcome back, Stace. Now,
Thanks, Doc.
I saw you about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And in that period, how you been feeling?
Feeling great, Doc. My sleep has improved. I'm sleeping a lot longer. I don't know if I'm getting the best quality sleep. You know, the hours are there, but I'm not sure about the quality. But I am finding it easier to wake up earlier, which was something that I really struggled with before. Other than that, I think stress is still a difficult thing to manage, but I am looking for better coping mechanisms and just better ways to deal with it, and choosing the opportunities where I don't have, like you said, I don't have to deal with the stress. Energy is there, the training is improved, the weight loss is coming down, maybe not as quickly as I want it to, but it is sustainable. It seems like it's sustainable, and it's in good increments as well. So overall, I think, yeah, my energy's improved, my mood has improved.
Well, that's good. It sounds like you've made good progress.
Yes, yeah.
Just a little point on sleep. One way to measure the quality of sleep is to assess whether you're dreaming a lot. If you're aware of dreams, especially if they're nightmares,
Yeah, then I'm definitely not sleeping.
then you're not sleeping. Then your sleep could be better. So this was the one from 3 months ago, and this is today's.
Perfect.
And we're going to compare these two. So let's start with your weight firstly, because I know that's the measure you see at home.
Yeah.
The weight itself is the least important of these measures. What you have to look at is the muscle.
Yeah.
And you'll see your muscle has actually gone up from 28.3 to 28.8. So you've put on 0.5 kilogram of muscle, which means that all of your weight loss and more has been fat loss. And your fat has gone from 16.2 to 11, making your percentage body fat move from 24 to 17.
Yeah.
That's an amazing difference, and you're really now in a very, very healthy state. Not that you were grossly unhealthy then, but now you are far healthier.
Yeah.
Incidentally, we don't use BMI. It's way too inaccurate.
Okay.
So that's a measure that you shouldn't use, especially if you're very muscular as you are.
Yes. And I think that's important for people to understand, is that you can get on a scale and the weight can either stay the same, it may even go up, but it doesn't show you what's happening with body fat percentage, and that's a more important indicator of health, right?
Exactly. It doesn't differentiate between muscle and fat weight.
Okay.
You may recall that what I was a bit concerned about is in the initial report, you seem to have put on a bit of belly fat. And there we're looking particularly at insulin, thyroid, and cortisol. That's dropped nicely, down to almost perfection. But what this does mean is that I do want to assess, although you've done very well on the body composition, I do want to assess some of the bloods again to see how that's changed.
I can see why doing something like a comprehensive in-body test versus just stepping on the scale at home is so much better for people to do when they're embarking on a weight loss journey. Because if you're just looking at one measurement, you can also get discouraged and jaded. You don't know what the full picture is. Well, this gives you an idea of everything that's happening in the body. But even these overall scores, I mean, despite me wanting to change things and despite it not being exactly where I want it to be, I'm improving, and that at the end of the day is more important. And we're done! Walking the path. I had legs to do the full one, and to do the full one in a time that I want to do it in, which is under 4 hours, or at least 4 hours. So we'll have to come again next year. I'll have to do more power lab sessions next year. Are you feeling strong?
I was saying to stay, you know what, I could have done a full one. It's fine. I'd be able to take it on.
Could you have done double what we did now?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 80. Then you would still have
absolutely.
another 10K.
Yeah, no, I could have done that.
Okay, so next year.
Yeah, we can go now.
Okay, come. Okay, so we're in Hyde Park Corner at Dr. P Aesthetics. Dr. Portia Gomede is an aesthetic physician. I absolutely love her energy, love her spirit. We get along so well, and I do green peels here. Green peels are, it's a chemical, well, not a chemical peel, a herbal peel, but if you think of facial peels that are chemical peels, I really didn't, my skin didn't handle those very well. Got nothing left to lose. And then Dr. Tramek also came out with a new body treatment, which we tried out. I've tried it out once before, and we did it again today just to see. It uses a lot of stimulating ingredients like ginger and chili, so my legs are burning as we speak, but it won't last too long apparently. We'll see if it makes a difference ahead of the shoot. Not too long to go. Just trying that out, but I definitely came today to make sure my skin looks good for the cover shoot.